Ladies and gentlemen, hey, this is Richard coming to you from Tiger Beat USA. We're here sitting with the legendary Samuel Humphrey from legendary movie The Greatest Showman. Oh my goodness! And I'm so glad to be here with you, Mr. Humphrey. Oh my God, thank you for agreeing to be with me. It's just like you're the man. So tell me about yourself. I mean, where are you from?
So originally I'm from New Zealand. I grew up there since my birth, I guess. But I then moved to Australia in 2006. Lived there for 10 years. That's why I have the thick Australian accent.
Nice.
And then I moved to the US in 2018 after my big hit, The Greatest Showman.
Nice, The Greatest Showman. Oh, that movie was awesome. I mean, you were the man there. I mean, how did you get the part?
So originally I had an agent, so I signed up for an agent in the UK, which when I signed up for them, 2 years went by and I completely forgot that I had the agent, and then all of a sudden they reached out to me about The Greatest Showman, which was actually called The Greatest Show on Earth at the time, weird title, and they said that they wanted me to do an audition, had a 48-hour turnaround. I was like, I don't know if I can do this in 48 hours. Reached out to my best mate, we did the audition, submitted it, and at first I thought it was a complete scam or hoax, which I don't know why, because it came literally from my agent, so don't know where I was thinking that.
Yeah.
But I got the email, and my finger was on the delete button.
What?
Literally 1 second, my life could have been completely different.
Whoa.
So I had my finger on the delete button, I was like, this is a hoax. So I had my finger over it and I was like, I'm gonna delete it because there's no way 20th Century Fox Film wants me. But then I was like, well, I'm an actor, no matter what, scam, no scam. I'm gonna go for it. Did the audition, literally a few days later, I get an email back from my agent saying, they really liked you, you've been shortlisted, and they want you to do another audition for the director. So I did an audition for the director over Skype, and then he was happy with it. And then next thing I know, I was flying to Vancouver to meet him in person, to have literally a 1-hour meeting. So I flew 30 hours round trip for a 1-hour meeting.
Whoa.
Commitment.
That's it. That's hard. That is, yeah. I would have done the same.
Well, I did say to them, when I landed the role, I was like, you cannot pay me. Because, well, at first I didn't know Hugh Jackman was a part of it, so I was like, musical, I don't know if I'll do a musical ever, because I never saw myself doing that.
Yep.
Then I heard that Hugh Jackman was a part of it, and then I was like, you cannot pay me? I'll go there for free just to meet and work with Hugh Jackman? That's all.
I hear you.
And so I got it, and yeah, it was life-changing.
What was it like working with Hugh Jackman and also the amazing cast of The Greatest Showman? I mean, you got to meet Hugh Jackman, you got to meet Zac Efron, I mean Zendaya. I mean, there's so many more I can't even mention. But I think, what was it like working with so many great people?
Well, working with Hugh Jackman has just been my ultimate dream. I saw him first time when I was 8 years old as Wolverine. I would love to be a version of Wolverine. I've literally grown up thinking that I would want to be a mini version of Wolverine. But I became a fan of his from watching X-Men. And then at that point in time, I didn't really know acting was a career. I was just like, I want to be Wolverine. And then I kind of looked into him. I was like, oh well, Wolverine's just a character, and Hugh Jackman is an actor.
Oh, yeah.
And so I looked into him. I was like he does philanthropy. He's just a genuine guy. Everyone loves him. He's the darling of Australia. So he got me into acting.
Okay.
He's the reason why I'm an actor at all. If not for him, I would never have pursued acting.
That's so cool.
And so that was what made me want to pursue acting, and then my dream from then on was just to meet Hugh Jackman, work with Hugh Jackman, and so to find out that my very first film, debut, massive tentpole breakout film was with Hugh Jackman blew my mind. Like, and then when I met him, it was the weirdest feeling ever. I tried to play it so like casually and nonchalant. Did not come off that way.
That's so cool.
I like when I met him, I was like, "Hey, Hugh, how's it going? You're huge fan of yours." And I'm like, "How am I playing this?" He's like, "Not cool." I'm like, "I got you." He's like, "I got it. It's fine."
I totally got you. Oh my gosh, I saw you first came out. Oh my God, you went ahead and he knocked on your door in the movie when you guys were actually doing that scene. It says, what was it like when he opened the door and you saw Hugh Jackman right there? What was going through your mind at that time?
A lot. Well, actually, funny, that was my very first filming day. And I remember it was December 2nd, 2000, and I remember the date very clearly. The year's a little foggy on me. But December 2nd, 2016 was my very first shoot day. And that was really hard for me because I was dealing with a lot of stuff then, like getting into character, dealing with like my own personal emotions, being surrounded by like all these people, and then literally staring at Hugh Jackman's face.
Yeah.
And so I found it really hard to get into character. But Hugh Jackman, beautiful human being that he is, gave me like this amazing pep talk. He like started saying things like, "You're an amazing human being, like you're out of like thousands of people that auditioned, you got shortlisted, and then like out of the 300 or so people that got shortlisted, you got like made it down to like the top 10 and then the top like 5 and then you got cast." And then like he's like, "You're just an amazing human being, you have such a great heart."
Nice.
It broke me down. Like I started bawling my eyes out. And then the director was like, "That's great, let's shoot that." And so I was like still bawling my eyes out. We shot the scene. He opens the door, like we do the scene, and I'm still crying, like reveling from the emotions. And then we cut, and then the director's like, "Probably a little too emotional." I'm like, "What do you want from me?" But then I said to Hugh Jackman, I came out the door, and I called him a dick. In hindsight, don't call Hugh Jackman a dick. I called him a dick. He hugged me. I was like, "You're such a dick. I know what you were doing, but that was a dick move." He gave me the biggest bear hug ever, and he's like,
so cool.
He's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm so sorry." He's like, "No, I love that. You're an amazing human being," and just like, I know, I love that guy.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That is really cool. What was it like working with Zac Efron and Zendaya? Did you get a chance to work with them as well?
Yeah, so Zac Efron, I worked with a little bit. Like I did a couple scenes with him, like when he takes over the circus.
Okay.
From P.T. Barnum.
Okay.
Zendaya, I didn't really get to work with, but I did see her on our set, and she's a little, I guess, introverted.
Oh, tell it like it is. Tell it like it is. Come on.
She's a little introverted, but when I did see her on set, like we chatted a little bit, and she was very sweet. Like she gave me, some hugs and stuff like that, and we had like, a few minute interactions and
That's
stuff
cool.
like that. I would love to work with her again. She's definitely one that I really want to work with again.
Definitely. We'll go ahead and contact her and see what she says,
She's very sweet. I did meet her like at some of the like after parties and stuff when Greatest Showman took off.
Okay.
And I have some photos with her, and like she's tall though. So the only bad thing about that was like she had to like bend down, like do this like sideways bend down to take a photo with me. I'm like, "I'm so sorry about your back."
That's too cool.
But no, she's really sweet. I love her.
How about the other cast members? The bearded lady. What was her name?
Kiala Settle.
Oh my gosh, was it her really singing in the movie?
Yeah, she's like a phenomenal opera singer.
What was it like just being in the same room with her as her singing? Was it
Breathtaking. Her singing like they went and like they actually scouted her because Hugh Jackman, Michael Gracie, and I think, not sure if it was the producers as well, but they went to New York because they wanted like an actual like opera singer.
okay?
And so they went to a bunch of like Broadway shows, and when they like saw Kiala Settle, like they were just overtaken by like her voice and
That's
everything.
so awesome.
I don't know, like, I think she's more traditionally an opera singer. Like, I think because of Greatest Showman, she's delved more into acting, but she's traditionally more a Broadway and opera singing. But like, so when they found her, they got her to audition. Like, they did like in front of like the producers and all that, and like there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Like, I watched the video on YouTube. Everyone just like cried, like, because like she gave it her all. And it's just hearing her voice so powerful. Like, I can't imagine anyone else who could have done like This Is Me to the level that she did. This Is Me. I mean, that's why I got nominated. That's why we won a Golden Globe for it. So, and got nominated for an Oscar. Unfortunately, we didn't win the Oscar, which was a little heartbreaking.
Politics. That's so politics. That's
My publicist actually, so funny, when we went to the Oscars, because we were so sure we were going to win the Oscar, and my publicist was so confident. He was recording me when they were announcing it, and they announced it, and they go, and the winner for the Oscar, as it's recording me, says Coco. I turned around, my face just dropped, and goes, I'm stopping recording this.
I hear you.
Because I'm like, you were recording this? He's like, yeah, because I was confident that we were going to win. He's like, nope. So,
no.
But I can see why Coco won.
So, you know what? It's not fair. I mean, if Will Smith can go up there and hit somebody like that, why can't they let the truth be known as far as like, hey, you know, the Greatest Showman, man? I don't know.
Politics.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, hey, you know, what about you? What have you been doing after making the great movie?
Yeah, well, I've just been kind of trying to explore the industry a little bit more, and kind of, I've gotten into like trying to create projects of my own. Like, storytelling is really powerful for me, especially as a little person, like exploring what it means to be like a human being, exploring the human condition. Because that's why I first got into like acting, is to tell like real stories about real human beings.
That's awesome.
And exploring the human condition of what makes us human, and what you know joins us together as human beings, like regardless of politics, gender, nationality, you know, race, all of that stuff. And my philosophy is we're human beings at the end of the day, and that's the most important thing.
Exactly.
And so, but I've been branching out into, you know, trying to build, you know, a company, because I have that entrepreneurial mindset.
Nice.
Been trying to get into public speaking. You know, motivational speaking is something that I'm passionate about, especially with overcoming, you know, challenges and adversity. And I've gone through a lot of that myself. Like, I shouldn't even be alive today. So
glad you are. I'm glad you are.
I am too. So, you know, it's been 12 years since I was supposedly told that I wasn't going to make it. I'm 30 today, and I just want to give people the inspiration that whatever you're going through, that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and if you don't give up, you can overcome those challenges.
That is amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome advice, you know, and I hope to team up with you and be able to do some of that brilliant work.
I'm very excited to you know, do whatever I can to help just people, you know, be able to authentically live the human experience. Because
I totally hear you.
we go through a lot of stuff, and being human is hard enough as it is, and then having all the other challenges on top of that. We need people to root for us.
No, you're right. You're right. Creating strong friendships, strong alliances, and just keeping strong yourself. You know.
Yeah.
I got you. In closing, with our online version, okay, this video is going to go online, but the actual hard copy is going to be going in our magazine, due out on August 15th here in California, Nevada, and Arizona, and soon to be nationwide by the end of the year, by October, November. But in closing, what would you want your readers to know about you? You know, people watching the video. Who is Sam Humphrey? What's your message? Where can people buy your merchandise? If you have merchandise, what's you were talking earlier? You have a brand. You have a brand, the little guy. Just talk to me. What would you tell our readers and our viewers before we close out?
Well, one thing is, like, my brand is the little guy, and it's all about being the underdog, you know, standing up against, one of the major things is standing up against, like, corruption and, like, social justice, is, like, doing what's right. You know, as my faith, like, I'm a Christian, and even more so, going further than that, I'm a Jesus follower, so in his, like, living out his principles, being a decent human being and treating everyone as equal. You know, we've all done things that we're not proud of, so just treat each other the way you want to be treated. And, you know, with my brand, the little guy is just standing up for people and helping a fellow human being, because that's what it's all about.
We're definitely going to team up. Oh my goodness, we got the Tiger Beat anti-bully program coming up as well.
I'm a big fan of anti-bullying because no one should ever treat someone else lesser than they are, because, you know, as a Jesus follower and inside of God, we're all equal human beings, no matter what we've done or what's been done to us.
Amen to that. Amen.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Humphrey, Sam, thank you for your time, and all I gotta say is just thank you, and like I can't wait to begin this new journey with you.
Absolutely, I can't wait to go forward and do amazing stuff together.
Awesome, thank you.